With 250 miles of trail, beautiful red rocks, and some of the best technical trails in the USA, Sedona is a world-famous mountain bike destination. The HiLine Trail is arguably Sedona's most iconic trail. It is a double black tech trail with steep slabs, rocky chutes, and high consequence corners. This trail embodies gnarly mountain biking. I rode the HiLine Trail in March during the Sedona Mountain Bike Festival, and I lived to tell the tale. The ride wasn't without a few puckering moments though. While reviewing my footage, I thought it'd be fun to answer the question, how hard is Sedona actually? Now, let's get a few concerns away right off the bat. HiLine is not the only trail in Sedona. The riskiest trail in Sedona is probably Whiteline because following there means a likely death. There are a few other trails that are difficult, but HiLine is the most accessible and famous one, so we'll use that as a benchmark. The climb up to HiLine is pretty technical. I had to get off my bike quite a few times because I couldn't make it up a technical feature. I did see one person make it up all the climbs though, so I do know it's possible. Once you're at the top of HiLine, you drop into a narrow babyhead garden where the only real risk is a pedal strike. This drop-in is not a skill filter though. The trail gets significantly harder after this feature. After this drop-in, I pulled off to the side so I could watch my buddies do it. Then, we got going to the real fun. As you can see, the trail starts off pretty tame. It's just a bit of flow because the crazier part of the trail is down in the valley.
You. Let's make this 11 to 12, baby. An even dozen. Man, I love riding with the whole gang.
Just a quick note on cuts in this video. Anytime you see me cut from one clip to another, you're not really missing anything. It's usually just climbing, cruising, or chatting. The next part of the trail is fast and flat. You can see that the trail is really packed down and some of it is even on rock, so you can pick up a ton of speed here. The hard part of the trail is still to come.
Hello, a few more. Ew. Oh!
Up here is the first real alternate line. Next up is the first alternate line. I know this doesn't look very steep on GoPro, but it actually is pretty steep in person.
God, I bottomed out my shocks so hard in that gully. Holy hell.
One of the hallmark traits of Sedona, Moab, and other southwestern slabby areas is the amount of options you can take to get down the trail.
What's up, Christian? Man, my bike was not super happy with that gully.
Got that rolling from the YouTube video? Probably one of them, yeah.
And be like nice and low so you can
Yeah.
push your front wheel into that bottom there, so you're not going to have that weight transfer where you can just pound into it, you know?
So
Go slow into it. The slower you can go, the smoother
Yeah.
it's going to feel.
let's go, Nick. Well done.
So here's the next big feature on the trail, and this feature is a completely optional roll-in. You actually have to hike up to get to it.
Woo!
I really loved hitting this day feature because it felt like I was starting the trail off right. The feature felt good, and I got down that pattern in my mind of approaching a feature, visualizing yourself on it, and then doing
I wanted
it.
to see if like Fox was here.
Yes.
So the features are gonna start coming rapid fire.
Let's
This
go.
was another optional line where you could go down the steep rocky part or go all the way around.
Yeah, dude, that was awesome. Dude, hell yeah. Riley, you might have had the cleanest one out of the whole group on that one. Really? It was either you or Paul. Yours was clean though. That was really good.
So this part of the trail is mostly flat and rocky, but it does have some steep gullies you descend down into and then have to climb out of quickly. The billy goat noises give me strength.
Zach, dude, you were clean over that thing too. You, the whole gang, pushed their bars out over that and landed flat. I just folded.
I didn't realize how steep that shit was till I was on it. I was like, I'm not looking like
Dude,
a
I
bitch.
stopped him. Mike was like, it's nothing big, keep going. I said, I trust you, I'm balanced, I'm rolling.
I saw, what was it, Chase go? And I'm like, I'm just gonna follow him, f it.
That's what I did with you. I was like, I'm dropping.
Dude, I feel like we're finally in Sedona.
This is like, you know, it's kind of riding my like up and then down.
Yeah,
Not up and down, up and
you and me both, man. What's the move here?
as close as he went, but you know, that's the idea.
Just too extreme, man. Yeah. Dude, Riley's looking clean today.
Is he coming all the way down? It's big! Yeah, it's a bad idea. It's a good
Looks easier, and I saw someone jump the...
No, it's all rollable, dude.
Yeah, okay.
I went through the wiggle, but you're a better rider than me. I'm not gonna teach you that.
I'm trying to get a better sense of what's rollable and what's not by just rolling things.
Just get really low and push your front wheel down. So this
Yeah.
is rollable here. This is fine. That's fine. This is quite slippery though, so just be aware.
Hell yeah. All right, thanks guys.
Yeah, have fun, dude.
What's up guys? Did people go low here?
Oh yeah, you can get up and
I don't know if they went low or high.
went there.
Oh, I don't have enough speed for that. Yep.
Alright, now that we finally have a break from the action, you just saw 3 pretty big features back there. The chute we just did is probably the most notorious feature on Highline. Going forward, we have a lot of tight, rocky turns with exposure on the sides. You may have heard me say it feels like we're finally in Sedona now, and that's because yesterday we did a black cross-country loop, and it just wasn't what we were hoping for. This trail is what we were hoping for.
Slow.
Since we're riding in a huge group, some of us are pulling off to the trail to make sure everyone gets through safely.
Right down Main Street. Yeah.
Ooh, that was
You were thinking about a detour. You. Dude, it's so sick here. It's so good.
So we just finished what I would consider the hardest section of Highline. This section here is not easy, as you can see from all the people who are pulling off to the side, but it's not crazy difficult either, compared to the section above.
Yeah!
I hit that blinder.
I did too.
Yeah, that's
Let's
fine.
go! Hell yeah.
I was like, I don't even feel like I'm on the trail.
We got the gang, right? Cool. Ow! My poor pedals, dude. Spencer, I think I'm gonna put my bike in trail mode. Raise the bottom bracket.
So even though that section back there wasn't the most gnarliest part of Highline, it was probably my favorite part because you can really find your flow.
That was some of the coolest I've ever done.
So that's a wrap on the Highline Trail. How hard was it actually? The Highline Trail is pretty dang hard, but it's actually pretty manageable. None of the features are massive hucks or have severe exposure. Some features have slight exposure, but it's not fall 100 feet down a cliff exposure. It's just, you'll probably take a 5-foot tumble down a steep rock face. Its double block rating is fair, but you can take on Highline if you're an advanced mountain biker. It's not some boogeyman trail that has a 50% chance of snatching your collarbone. I really enjoyed the Highline Trail. It's probably one of my favorite mountain bike trails of all time. It might be my favorite mountain bike trail that's not at a bike park, competing only with Glorieta in New Mexico. If you couldn't tell from the video, everyone else had a great time too. My friends and I still talk about our ride on the Highline Trail. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking or subscribing. It costs you absolutely nothing and it helps me out a ton. Now get on your bike and go explore some new trails. Peace.